Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? Well, I remember saying a long time ago when I first started this YouTube channel that you have a Pookie and Ray Ray in every race. I remember saying that. I can't remember which video I said that on, but just know that I said it. And this man is the perfect example of what a Pookie or Ray Ray is. He's just a non-black Pookie Ray Ray. But look at him. He doesn't look like a Pookie or Ray Ray, right? He doesn't have saggy pants. He don't have a mustard shirt on. You know what I'm saying? He don't have a wave cap on or a cap on. He don't have a jersey on. He have a suit and tie on. He actually looks like he could be a doctor or a lawyer. But when you do a background check on him, depending on what name you're using that he have used before, you would find that he's a criminal. In Israel, he has a record. He's known for using different identities. He was actually a fugitive on the run. But because he used different names, he was a very hard person to find. He used different identities to swindle people all over the globe out of money. If you haven't seen this documentary already on Netflix, I suggest you go watch it. A couple of people on YouTube have already watched it and gave their review on it. So I'm really late. I should have given this review last weekend, but I just wasn't in the mood to get online like that. I just wasn't. But the story is about really these three women right here and how they met the same dude that I just showed you on Tinder, and how they were manipulated and played by him. It's a very educational documentary, and people can watch this and learn from this. One thing I would say is to stop relying on getting to know people online, because people can lie to you. It's very easy to manipulate and lie to people online like you're something that you're not. Shoot, it's a lot of YouTubers fronting like they're rich, but they're not rich. And y'all are easily to believe that because of what you see. And you don't even know the truth behind what you see. All you know is if you see it, and seeing is believing. No, seeing is not always believing. And what looks good is not always good. I was taught this at an early age. Just because a man looks good and he got a pretty house, a pretty car, well, at least that's what he's showing off online, that doesn't mean it belongs to him and it's his. He could be renting that house, you know what I'm saying? He could be renting that car. Rappers do this all the time. Rent houses and cars and show them off online. And they don't even be theirs. They're just something they're renting. But hey, they're not the only ones who do this. This is not the first time I done heard a story like this story. The only difference is this man became famous on Netflix for swindling people. But I've seen stories of men swindling women before. I haven't seen that many stories, but I've seen a couple of stories of men swindling women out of money. This is not the first one, and unfortunately, it's not going to be the last. There's a reason why the old saying, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, that is a true saying. Only believe half of what you see, because what you see may not appear to be. And believe none of what you hear unless you have some proof or some evidence. And I don't care what race you choose to date in. Always take that lesson, always take that saying with you, because that saying is true. In life, that saying is true. What we fail to do is realize this. Stop looking to society to give you a lesson. and learn lessons from yourself, because society is going to teach you the opposite of what's really true. Society teaches us that looks is everything. They don't warn you that a person with good looks and a good way of talking to you can deceive you. They don't tell you that part. Bottom line, this story is about 3 women who were deceived by this man. They all met this man on Tinder. He finessed all 3 of them and played all 3 of them. But the third one was smart enough to get payback on him. This is basically what this documentary is surrounded around. Him playing 3 women, and one of those women went to the authorities and did some research and found out that he swindled a lot of people all over. He swindled a lot of people all over the globe out of lots of money. And the third one, the one that was his a girlfriend he was going with for a year, tricked him and got him back. I'm not telling the whole story because I do want y'all to go watch it, because it's a lesson. It's several lessons in this. Especially if you're a woman, you need to go watch this. If you're a woman and you like to date online, definitely go watch this. Another thing I would tell women to do is stop getting caught up in Disney movies, because that first woman said she was, always looking for that Prince Charming to come sweep her off her feet, like what she used to watch on Beauty and the Beast. I remember doing a video on how Disney movies condition our mind as women. This was part of the reason why I would say she got swindled out of money. She got too caught up in that fairy tale. By the time she came to reality, it was too late, because he had swindled her out of lots of money, and it was too late. But yeah, that's my short review. And just like I said at first, this dude is a non-black Pookie Ray Ray. The only difference is he don't live in the hood. He don't wear saggy pants. He don't wear a muscle shirt. He don't wear a wave cap or a football jersey. And he's not black. That's the only difference. He's a Pookie or a Ray Ray in a suit and tie, and that's another thing you need to be careful about. Just because a man has on a tie does not mean he can't be a thug or a criminal. Okay, I'm done with this. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. I drew this last weekend. It's a picture of a world out of space somewhere with aliens on it. I'll talk to y'all later.